point shot goes high from Belushko. Jack Ivankovic has yet to see a shot on goal in this tournament, or in this game rather. And he didn't see a team other than Latvia prior to today. For Canada, he played against the Latvians last year and this year. Brunik back around for McKenzie. Looks for Martone. Loose puck there for Straka for a moment. Still loose. Gathered back up by Andreas Straka. McKenzie stepped into him, and now Misa has it back for Canada. Misa, rink-wide pass to TJ Ginla. McGinley with Martone. He's poke checked there, but gathered back up by Brunik. Feeds it back down to Martone. Porter Martone shoots from a sharp angle. That goes high and wide. It bounces back to center ice. Gathered back up by Brunik. The Pittsburgh second-round pick in 2024. That pass missing for McKenna. That's an icing call against the Canadians. So the teams are reseeded after the quarterfinals, but here's what we're looking at right now. Sweden, the top seed. If the Slovaks were to win this game, it would be Slovakia, Sweden, Finland, Czechia. If Canada wins, it's going to be Canada and the Czechs, the Finns, and the Swedes. Two tasty matchups.
Still work to be done to get to that if you're Canada. You like the way you've started. Crisp out of your own end.
Age wins that face-off, plays it back around Aitchison. Sean Aitchison lifts that high in the air and working dangerously. Brady Martin knocks down Radivojevic, and they call a hand pass against Radivojevic as he was getting slammed to the ice.
It's the problem in hockey. There's no fair catches on the high flippers, and that's why the high flip can be tough to handle. Is Luka Radivojevic has to stand there at the blue line with Brady Martin charging at him and field this one cleanly. If he doesn't, Martin goes right past him. Good decision just to swat it forward.
Radivojevic will turn 19 tomorrow. Plays for Boston College in the NCAA.
Bit of a homecoming here. Bronco, his dad, played in Minnesota for a stretch.
Brought in by Andre Fabush. That shot was blocked by Danford. Fabush back onto the corner, but Aitchison gets to it first. Up to center ice. Radivojevic flipped it back in, but Danford looks ahead for Hage. In comes Hage. That pass for McKenna drops back, and Danford with a shot. Save made in tight by Provel. Rebound goes to Hage. Trying to find McKenna there. Now back at the point is Danford. Across to Aitchison. Swings it back down to Hage. Shoots. It goes off a stick and wide. Here's McKenna after it. Gavin McKenna also tied for the tournament point lead after the preliminary round. Now a pass ahead for Nemitz. Fires that high. Right now, the tournament point lead held by Wojtek Chihas of the Czechs after their quarterfinal win. Belushko looks ahead for Samuel Murin. Murin being watched there by Aitchison. Now Franco lost the puck to Baudouin. There's that matchup again that Canada wants, as that puck goes rocketing to the Canadian bench. And play is called. 10:57 to go in the first period.
Canada is generating some chances, getting the pucks in good spots, plays through the seams. That's a nice touch from McKenna, and a good release from Danford. Just got to keep working to get to the front of the net, but how's that little slip through the feet from Gavin McKenna as Cardell fights it off.
In the face-off in the Canadian zone, Reshny will take it against Lukas Tomka. Saw the Swiss take 2 leads in their game against the Czechs, 1-0 and 2-1 before they fell. Swedes been tough for a time against Latvia, but the Latvians managed to tie that game up at 1 point. And then, of course, the Finns pulled the overtime upset against the United States.
That was a back-and-forth one. Late goals by both teams.
Well, the Finns were trailing 2-1 late in the third period. Reshny in for the face-off, and that's poked ahead for Coots. And Canada off to the races there. Coots reaching for it. He's tied up now, brought in by Reshny. Reshny moves in. He's spilled. And diving back to break up that pass was Kovalchuk. And back the other way comes Leszczynski for the Slovaks. Being defended there by Reed. Leszczynski has a look back. Reed stepped into him. Leszczynski still on it. Throws it back there. And it's knocked away. Now back at the point, Chapos. His shot Off the skate of Reed and wide. Tomka got crunched. Now lob towards the goal. That shot was blocked by Perek. As the Slovaks are changing, Perek up ahead for Reshny. Canada changing as well as Reshny sends it back down to the Slovak zone.
I think at this point, Ivan Kovic wouldn't mind a wrister from the blue line just to touch the puck.
Right.
You love your team playing well in front of you, but you get to feel it.
Andreas Straka got stymied at center ice by Desnoyers. And Chapos plays it back down as Carson Karls goes back for it. Back around for Verhoff. And here is Hovan. Jan Hovan, the LA draft. Tied up in the corner by Karls. And again, the two underage defensemen are out there. Verhoff and Karls for Canada. Moved back at the point. That long shot taken there by Kelp is gloved by Ivan Kovic. And then coming in late was Andreas Straka. And Desnoyers took exception to that. And I think they're going to take them both.
So these two, Straka took a poke at Ivan Kovic, and Desnoyers was not having any of it. They said these two should be both.
9:38 to go in a scoreless first period. It's quarterfinal Friday at the World Junior Championship.
Drouin's line had a great game last game by winning races. So one and then two, and Baudouin goes to the net, except he runs right over top with a sliding defenseman and eats the boards and the ice and all of it. But when you're 21, you're nimble. Now what? Like that is
15,
absolutely accidental, completely on purpose by Straka, trying to get under the skin of the Canadians. I guess it worked. Now you wonder though, if Desnoyers doesn't react, do they just take the one?
Straka plays for Quebec in the Quebec Major Junior League, and of course Desnoyers plays for Moncton. Reshny on the forecheck. Baudouin as well. And Cole Baudouin trying to knock that free. Reshny had his pocket picked from behind. And back comes out of Nimitz the other way. Aitchison pivots back around for Reshny. And Reshny lifts it off the glass and back to center ice to O'Reilly. Sam O'Reilly tried to move that ahead, now goes off on a change, is back to pick it up. There's Luka Radovojevic playing in his third World Junior and eligible to come back next year as a 2007 born. Sverchak winds back into the Slovak, shoots, and the glove stop is made by Ivan Kovic. And it was 3 years ago in the quarters that Canada took on the Slovaks in Halifax. Thomas Milic was incredible. Slovaks battled back to even that game, and then this from Connor Bedard, the overtime winner, to send Canada onto the semis and eventually a gold medal, which they won on the golden goal by Dylan Guenther. That building shook.
One of the best hockey games I've ever been at, in any capacity, playing or otherwise.
Halifax did a tremendous job hosting in 2023 on short notice. And off the face-off, Ivan Kovic makes the stop on Sverchak. That tournament was supposed to be in Russia, but of course the Russians were stripped of the rights to host and to play in these tournaments. As Martone moves that rink wide for Misa. In comes Michael Misa with a trailer at Ginla. Fan of the shot.
What a pass by Misa, finding a Ginla on the trailer.
And now McKenzie back with it. Ethan McKenzie. Up ahead for Ginla. That pass missed. Icing called against Canada.
What a look by Michael Misa. You think maybe he's going to go to Brunik, drive in the net. That's easier seam, little chip. But he goes back against the grain, and Ginla's got inside position. Just doesn't catch it when he goes to release. It just rolls off the tip of his stick. Oh, he was looking to coil and fire. A lot of close chances, not ending up with shots on net for Canada.
Off the draw, that shot hammered there by Dubrovic. And one thing the Slovaks do have is good face-off men. Canada's got 3 over 60%, and the Slovaks have the #1 man in the tournament. Chapos plays it back in deep. Brunik on it. Looks back around for Martone. He chomps at it, but it's knocked down by Kalman. That pass broken up. Martone brings it back out for Ginla. TJ Ginla works his way in, pivots back, flips it back and deflected. That's kicked up by Pradel. Dubrovic. Rink wide pass for Tomka. Reed gloves that down with Hovan lurking dangerously. Parak. Rink wide pass to Reed. And Cameron Reed leads the rush for Canada. To McKenna, that pass is poked away by Fabush. Radivojevic squeezes that by McKenna. And Tomka out to center ice to Nemitz. Reed stepped into Hovan. That's knocked out by Hage. And Hage all over Radivojevic. And Radivojevic has to retreat behind his own goal. Now Martin on it. Looking at the feet of Pika. And Radivojevic up on the boards. Pika to the line and just out for Hovan. Radivojevic steps away from Martin. Boyer turns it over to McKenna. The return pass misfired. Still loose in front. Bounces back to Verhoff with a shot. Save made by Prado. Rebound loose in front. Page digging for it. That's knocked down by Hrenko, but held at the line once again by Verhoff. His pass goes off a skate. Keaton Verhoff, a dynamic offensive defenseman in the Western League, went to North Dakota this year to play in the NCAA. Having a pretty good year there as well as a 17-year-old freshman. Now Verhoff back defending as O'Reilly has it for Canada. Sam O'Reilly has a quick look ahead. Banks that up for Baudouin. He knocks it down for Reshny. Reshny drops it back in the high slot. Verhoff a shot. Penalty save. Rebound score. Picked up by Reshny and Canada takes the lead.
Reshny, who's on this line because Desnoyers in the box, playing left wing, able to slide seamlessly in with Baudouin and O'Reilly. They kick it back to Verhoff, and Reshny just goes right to the net. Get to the net, get your stick on the ice. It's so fundamentally simple. Rebound hits him, sits right there, and Reshny pokes it home to open the scoring. Quick identification and find. And an easy tuck into the empty net for Reshny, all the work done beforehand.
And Keaton Verhoff gets another point for Canada. That's 2 in 3 games for him. Reshny, the Macklin, Saskatchewan native, a first-round pick of Calgary in the last NHL draft. He's playing in North Dakota as well, so...
Teammates in on that goal.
Yeah. Iginla looks ahead for Martone. And Porter Martone gathers it up. Martone centers it. It's knocked away by Prado over the head of Aitchison. Aitchison back with it. Snapped ahead by Danford. That pass missed. And icing called against Canada.
And given the history of quarterfinals the last couple of years, getting out to a good start so paramount. And the work done on the wall. Baudouin again seals it, gets it forward to Reshny, and then out to Verhoff. Just the flow and support through the neutral zone sets it all up to get to the net and take the lead.
5:32 to go here in the first. Aitchison back around for Danford. Canada trying to set up a rematch of not just the last 2 quarterfinals, but of a classic Boxing Day game that Canada won 7-5. Iginla moves and it scores! TJ Iginla with a lightning strike, and it's 2-0. Seconds apart.
What was that off the stick of TJ Iginla? My goodness. Steps off the boards and a quick drag and pull. Puck pressure off ice. Got to get back on side. Good patience and just an absolute laser. I think this caught Prado right off guard. Iginla snapped it so quickly. That's one that even Dad would appreciate.
They do have a shooting mat at home in Kelowna for Tej, Jade, and Joe. And Jerome still likes to say that he has the best shot.
Well, I'm going to have to second guess that. See what Tej just popped off. Ooh. That exploded off his blade.
Icing called again.
there are shots that you can watch, and you know that you can see the stick load, the body load, and recognize the velocity. There are shots that jump off the stick, and you wonder if that is just supreme use of the technology available to players now. Good hustle by Misa, getting back onside to allow him to get in the step, but that was mid-stick handle. I felt like 85, 88 miles an hour with a quick little snapper. What a shot.
Not able to play for Canada last year. Had hip surgery in December that ended his season and actually delayed the start to this year. The first player ever drafted by Utah. And so Canada strikes twice in less than a minute. Oh, Reshny, followed by TJ Ginla. And it's a 2-0 lead for Canada.
Thursday, January 8th on USA Network. Stream on Crave.
Will do.
That is explosive offense for Canada. Back-to-back within a minute.
Canada, the highest scoring team in the tournament through the preliminary round. 25 goals in 4 games. Brought out by Hage. Here comes Canada 3-on-2. Hage drops for McKenna. And McKenna flip back across for Brunik. Brunik shoots, kicked out by Pradal. Got it up by McKenzie. Holds the puck on the line for McKenna. Though. Look out, that pass almost went flying into the Slovak bench. They were diving for cover. Martin up for McKenna. Here's Hage with it. Mississauga, Ontario native, that long shot. Glove down in front. Martin chops it back across for McKenna. Gathered back up and brought up by Mishak, who plays for Erie in the Ontario League. And Brunik got knocked off the puck there by Tomka, who's a pretty sturdy player at 6'2", 200+ pounds. McKenzie. Up for Misa, that bounced away, and now Misa back with it. In comes Misa with a Ginla. And Martone played back at the point for Parak. In the corner for Misa. He walks out, shoots, scores! Michael Misa fires it home, and it's 3-0. Goals in back-to-back games now for Michael Misa, who has announced his arrival in the tournament.
His whole game is predicated on skating. A bit of a miscommunication on the entry, but he stays with it. Back to Parak, and Parak, instead of hammering it back around, gives it off the wall where Misa could do something with it. Then you gotta move your feet to the open ice, keep the separation from Shaposh, and find a way to get it down to the net, preferably for a goaltender who can't see the puck. Look at big Porter Martone, parked in front. Pradel guessing, can't find it. And that's it for Pradel.
Wow, so he's out. Alex Lenyak comes in, the 19-year-old who's played 1 game. He took the loss against Sweden. And so 3 goals on 12 shots ends the night for Michal Pradel.
I think this is as much about trying to get your team reset as it is about saying that Pradel should have been only beaten once, perhaps.
It is so hard for players to come back from the NHL in this tournament because the expectations are you'll dominate. And if you don't right away, doubt creeps in your mind. You start getting criticized. But Misa has made his presence felt here. Hovan works in. Pitka plays it in. The history of players coming back from the NHL to the tournament has not been stellar over the years.
It's not a guaranteed run of dominance at all.
3 goals in 2 minutes and 13 seconds for Canada.
Some good shooting.
Parak steps up. And now knocked down with a high stick at the Slovak line.
And where we went, Michael Misa might have a bit of a different kind of path is that, yes, he's been in the NHL. 2nd overall pick last summer, but he had a disjointed time in the NHL. Played half of the first 14 games, got his first ever goal, but then hurt himself and didn't play again for the Sharks until he was released. Hadn't played anything but a couple San Jose Barracuda games. So he's still working himself back into shape.
One of 9 players ever to be granted exceptional player status in the CHL. Carl shoots, bouncy puck in front of O'Reilly, scores! Sam O'Reilly continues the onslaught. It's 4-0.
That's how you react to a bunch of goals, to a goalie change. Go right back to work. Sam O'Reilly. And they're beating him off the wall, and they're beating him in front of the nets. And when you do those two things, you're going to beat him on the scoreboard. Desnoyers back to Carls, who puts it back in. Tip banging away, and welcome to the game. Lenyak. Puck doesn't even get to him. The first tip by O'Reilly stopped, and he just stays with the puck. A lot like Reshny's goal. Quicker, bit stronger. That makes 4 in 3:05 for Canada, as they have blown it wide open at the end of the first period.
And it sounds like a tragically hip marathon in this building right now.
It's a beautiful thing if you're a Canadian.
Now a lead pass finds Pobajal moving in and stopped by Evan Kovic. Centering pass, another chance. This one for Mishiak was off a stick, up and out of play.
Carls, Verhoff, two young defensemen, flying high, just scored a goal off this face-off. You can't get split. So Page goes to the wide side. That's Verhoff who's got to slide into the middle. You cannot give up that kind of opportunity. Pobajal, as Ivan Kovic steers it aside, nice and calmly.
That guy, Ivan Kovic, plays for the #1 ranked Michigan Wolverines in the NCAA. Having a great year there as a freshman in college hockey. Has won at every level. Gold in the Lincoln Gretzky Summer Under-18 Tournament. 2 gold medals at the IHF Under-18s. Brought in now by Martin. Brady Martin back with it. And here's Martin back on it. Pivots back in the corner. Martin tries to center that. It's knocked down by Mishiak. Kicked ahead by Danford now. Got it back up by Pobajal, who plays for Kingston in the OHL. And he clipped Aitchison with a high stick there, and a penalty coming for the Slovaks. Ivan Kovic goes to the Canadian bench. And on comes Iginla. Misa winds through center ice. What a move by Misha. Pivots back, drops it back for Martone. In comes Perek with a chance. Now another chance on the side of the goal. Iginla turned away. Misa. I think that free behind the goal. The Slovaks finally touch it up. And Canada with 1:35 to go in the period. It's going to the power play.
Did Misa almost deflect that shot from Iginla? He was trying to wait out the goaltender. He might have caught his own guy on the flyby. As Pobajal goes to the box, you call it exactly right, trying to jump over top of Aitchison, just gets it riding up near the face.
Slovakia, number 10, minor penalty for high sticking.
And here's the last chance for Iginla. What does this one hit? It does hit Misha's stick. Misha took it off. He took that goal away. It was going in the empty net, caught Misha's blade, and went turned aside.
Canada the power play for the first time. Misha, the Oakville, Ontario native.
I was trying to get out of the way.
Reshny for the face-off to Hage. Back to Perek. Feeds it across to McKenna. McKenna cross-ice pass to Hage, who's looking backdoor for Reshny. Here's McKenna walking out. McKenna with a quick shot. Hits the side of the goal. McKenna back around for Hage. And Hage feeds that back for McKenna. Cross-ice pass to Perek for Hage. Hage has a look. Turns and shoots, but that just wide of Perek. Gathers it back up.
Trying to find a no-look back door was Hage.
Perek winds and shoots, kicked out by Lenyak. McKenna to Reshny. And now an no-look shot by McKenna. And Lenyak kicks that out. Inside a minute to go in the period. McKenna back with it. To Perek. And across to Hage. Hage feeds that back to Perek for McKenna. Great pass for Hage. Centered and bounced off the stick of Reshny.
Got to shoot that puck, Michael Hage.
Out comes McKenna. Feeds it back to Reshny. Looks back to Parekh. And Parekh slithers in. McKenna shoots. It goes off a foot and wide. Here's Martin back with it. Brady Martin drops it off to McKenna. Works back in. Sends it across to Hage. Cross ice. McKenna looks back door. They score! And Canada zips it around right to the back of the net. Brady Martin finishes it off, and it's 5-0 Canada.
This power play is a thing of beauty. They were looking for the perfect pass 2 or 3 times, broken up, and then finally they get it. Hage and McKenna just have a great feel for each other. Through the triangles, plenty of pace, and nice job by Reshny tying up in front. You're a decoy. You're not supposed to touch the puck. You got to make sure the defenseman for Slovakia doesn't touch the puck. And Brady Martin tucks it home. Cheryl celebrates that one. Her son newly moved to the front of the net. He does not play there with his OHL club, but he looks pretty comfortable.
And he likes it.
Well, why wouldn't you when you get those kind of passes?
Canada is now 8 for 14 of a power play in the tournament.
To think how far they've come since the pre-cup games.
The power play was shaky. They did 2 games against the Swedes. And here they score 5 times on 16 shots in the first period, and Canada steaming through the first period.
I mean, you just move and you slide and you pass and you finish. That was as good as Canada could do in the first.
It's cool. And the team start the second period 5-on-5. Another part of the story here for Canada. Shorthanded just 9 times for the first 4 games, the fewest. And a penalty coming now to the Slovaks in the early going. It'll be Jan Holdown who goes off. Plays for Sudbury in the OHL. And Canada gets a power play 17 seconds into the second period.
Slovakia, number 12, 2 minutes hooking.
The absolute last thing you'd want to do is put this Canadian power play that is clicking along at about 60% onto the power play. Holdown just a little bit lazy with his feet. Gets a stick caught up in the midsection of Parekh, and Reshny back out for the face-off. McKenna and Hage to start snapping it around again.
Canada 8 for 14 in the power play in the tournament. 7 different players will score power play goals. Martin has 2. Hage back to Parekh. Across to McKenna. McKenna rink wide to Hage. Traps it back in front. And that's tapped just wide by Martin. What a pass there from Reshny.
And everybody's getting in on it now. Reshny as well.
Parekh ranges back. He's got Dubrovik in his face. And Parekh taken down. Picked back up by Reshny. Drops it back to Zane Parekh. Long cross ice pass for Martin. And picked up now by Andreas Straka. One-handed ahead by Parekh. The lead pass finds Hage. Hage in for McKenna. A little back pass for McKenna. Feeds it back across. The shot by Martin is blocked. Back in the corner is Hage. Winds it back to Parekh. To Hage. Parekh. Hage winds and shoots. That's gloved down. Rebound loose in front, put high by Iginla as Lenyak made the stop on the first shot.
There's so many options available. Guys are getting frustrated. Little feed here by Reshny in the front, kicking it down to Martin, and he's trying to elevate, but heals it from the same spot he scored last time. Not able to corral it. So a rare chance for the second group to get on the ice of the power play. The first group does so much scoring. Second group doesn't get much work.
Parekh back across. That's broken up. And got it back up by Misa. Misa in the corner for Iginla. Luchenko. Hard pass across to Misa. Squeezed there by Belushko. And now flip back down to the Canadian zone as Ivan Kovacs out to pick it up. Parekh got Mishak all over him. That's center ice. Martone In for Misa, who finds Luchenko. Backhand shot turned away by Lenyak. Luchenko back to Martone. He shoots. And that was blocked by Kalman, and the puck goes up and out.
What a chance off the rush. Slovakia tries to pressure up ice. That leaves a 4-on-3 with tons of speed. Luchenko flies by the other forward. Now, I thought Luchenko would take this and go back to his forehand and pass it to Misa for a 2-on-0, but he goes in alone, tries to elevate the backhand. Good save by Lenyak. Stretching across and getting a blocker on it. I thought he might try to cue up a 2-on-0 with Misa.
Aitchison down to Baudouin, the final seconds of the power play. And now Aitchison fires at the goalpost. Rebound, Baudouin digging for it. And it's under Lenyak. 2 shots for Canada on that power play, and a goalpost right as it ends. And it remains 5-0.
Aitchison can really shoot the puck. 19 goals so far this year.
11 on the power play.
In the OHL, and that is some heat coming from the back end. Baudouin can't quite find it underneath Lenyak, who sits on it quickly. And a couple of Barrie power play practice guys going together. With Baudouin and Aitchison. Clunk straight on the post.
Butchek, the #1 face-off man in the tournament, wins that draw, but it's gathered back up by Desnoyers. Desnoyers plays for Moncton in the Quebec Maritime League. Utah first-round pick with off-season wrist surgery. That's swept away. And now we got a offside called at the Slovak line, and neck guards come loose as well.
So the challenge, which is completely human nature for Canada. You work so hard, you were so intense, you had this great success. Can you find anything like that level for the second and third period? It's almost inevitable that you're going to drop off a little bit. It's just how humans are wired. We'll see how Dale Hunter is able to keep them rolling them over, playing everyone. They'll probably play all 4 pairs like they did a little bit in the first period. Trying to keep the pace of the game up high.
Now played down to McKenzie. Ethan McKenzie banks it back around to Brunin. And that's over the glass and out. They say it deflected, and there'll be no penalty.
And you know the Slovakians are not going to just go away. They're going to keep working hard and keep pushing. They have pride. They're competitive. They would be feeling a little sheepish after that first period. So the first time they found themselves in this situation, this tournament. They lost 3 times in the prelim round, all by 1 goal.
They have been 6th each of the last 3 World Junior Championships. They'll be, if they lose this game, they'll be 8th this year. They've won medals twice, both in Canada, in 1999 at the World Junior in Winnipeg, and 2015 in Toronto, and those are 2 of the greatest celebrations you will ever see. Much like the bronze medal at the Olympics in 2022. Now a race for it. Luchenko comes in. Luchenko with a chance. Turned away. Got the goal mouth by Lenyak. Luchenko back with it. Centers it. Back across to Coots with a shot. Lenyak the save. Luchenko back to Verhoff. In for Luchenko. Winds across the top. Walks in. A wrist shot. Lenyak save. Reshny back on it. Back for Carson Karls to Verhoff. Lobs that towards the goal, and Lenyak steers out away easily. Coots back on it. Coots moves in. Flips it back to Karls. Karls centers it. Reshny couldn't get a shot away. Feeds it back to Coots with a shot that's knocked down in front. And Misyak plays it back down to the Canadian line.
But see Coots out there banging around, though. Looks like his shoulder's okay, shaken up in the first period.
Babouche. Gathers that back up. Verhoff back for it. It's knocked down. Bouncing puck loose in front for a moment. Verhoff pokes at that. Here's Hage on it. Chips it back to center ice for McKenna. He slides it back down to the Slovak zone. back down as Reed goes back. Icing waved off. So with the Swedes winning and the United States out, the United States would have had the automatic choice for the semifinals. They're out now, so the Swedes will likely take the early semifinal on Sunday. And if this score holds, Canada would play in the late semi against the Czechs.
Maybe in the early game gets you a bit more rest. Here we go.
Oh, lead pass for Iginla. Into the break. TJ Iginla shoots. Lenyak makes the stop on that. And Misa and Iginla are flying.
Iginla had too many things going through his head on this breakaway. He felt Misa on his left, and he sold pass and tried to be cutesy with the shot. That's how he scored the breakaway the other day. Quick little wrist or glove side. But you see him the shoulder check there, and another one, and he's trying to time it. Do I pass it, or do I shoot it? Do I pass it? Do I shoot it? And I think he got stuck in between. But they are zipping it around out there.
Martone back in front to Misa with a shot, and Lenyak got just enough of that to knock it away. Danford feeds that down to Iginla. Siege Iginla in for Misa, and Misa winds back in. He fires. Lenyak the stop on that. Now the shots just keep piling up for Canada now, 26-6. Lead pass by Aitchison for Iginla. Got spun around to the Slovak line. And Kalman back with it. Now that pass stolen by Martone. Martone in the highest left for Baudouin. That's knocked away. Picked up by Desnoyers. Desnoyers back down to Martone. And Baudouin's shot was blocked. Here's Aitchison. Back across to Danford. Danford's pass got blocked. He gathers it back up. Shovels it down to Baudouin. Desnoyers pivots back. And Baudouin. Tomic knocked that down. Picked up by O'Reilly. And Danford up for O'Reilly. Works it back across to Desnoyers. Walks right in, shoots. And Lenyak here to get a piece of that. Baudouin trying to kick that free in the corner. O'Reilly works it free. Back at the point he goes. Brunik shoots. He put that high. McKenzie back on it. Canada looking to run its winning streak against the Slovaks is 16 straight. The only blemish on the record, a 0-0 tie in Brandon, Manitoba in the 1999 tournament. Marian Gaborik had about 4 breakaways in that game, and Roberto Luongo was brilliant. Jan Lashak for the Slovaks.
Back with Luongo had those green pads. Valdor.
Valdor, yeah. Brought in by Mishak. Centers in, a chance in tight, and a great stop by Ivan Kovic to take that away from Michal Sverchak. Canada pretty good in the defensive end of the rink as well, as Ivan Kovic makes his best stop so far tonight.
Ivan Kovic hasn't had too much to do, just 7 shots on net. Perhaps his most dangerous chance comes off this rush. Brunik's got to recognize he's got someone back door. He doesn't. He gets beat to the back of the net, but bailed out. Ivan Kovic reads it, and gets square and squeezes tight. The numbers speak for themselves. They have been spectacular at Michigan this year. They have been exceptional at the U18s when he's played.
But a .927 at Michigan, a 16-4 record. He's played 2 career games of World Junior prior to this, both against Latvia. Both went to overtime. A shootout loss last year where he stopped 7 of 8, but Canada didn't score in any of its 8 attempts. And this year, the overtime win over the Latvians. But a highly decorated goaltender at the under 18 level, as that's offside at the Canadian line. In the hometown of Mississauga, played a couple of years in the Ontario League for Mississauga, and then the franchise moved to Brampton. Mom and Dad Frank and Kelly, sister Morgan here looking on.
See, he'd be more comfortably a goalie parent in this kind of game. Of course you want him to do well, stop every shot, but maybe not quite so edge of your seat stuff.
The only parents in the ring who hope for their kids' sake that nothing happens. Picked up at center ice. Hage for Martin. Brady Martin gets a step. Walks right in. Shoots. And that's stopped by Lenjak. Lenjak adjusting his mask after getting hit there. Right back out to center ice. Andre Fabush plays it back down to the Canadian zone.
But it's not like Ivan Kopic doesn't have anything to play for. He wants to play next game.
Right.
You know, this is second start of the tournament, out of the rotation. They made the decision to start him over Carter George. He's got to play well to make sure he starts the semifinal.
Lead pass for Nemitz working in. Shoots it is off the foot of Danford. Centering pass is knocked down by Martin. Flipped out ahead. That hit Aitchison up high. In comes McKenna with a step. Gavin McKenna shoots. And that's blocked. Now McKenna trying to retrieve the puck. Poke free by Martin. Martin stays on it. Martin back down to Hage. Shovels that to the side of the goal. Plays back across Martin to the goal post.
What a pass. What a pass. Keaton Verhoff, that is sweet. Puck off the boards. Every reason to one-time it down to the net. And with a smile, he slings it straight through. This is just excellent stuff. Get a sense of why he's going to go in the top 5 of the next draft. Slap pass through the wickets of McKenna. Empty net for Martin. And he put it off the bar. He didn't have to. He could put it right on the ice. But he rang it right off the crossbar. Thank you, Mr. Crossbar. Says Alan Lenjak. He's making a living on that weak side in this tournament.
Martin with goals in 3 straight for Canada now. As Iginla had that taken away by the captain, Tobias Pitka, who plays for Northern Michigan in the NCAA. Kovacs have 15 players who play in North America. That trickles down to Ivan Kovac. 8 play in the CHL. 8 play in Slovakia. That tells you a little bit about where things are heading. Verhoff chips it ahead for Martone. Shoots, scores! Porter Martone will feed from Verhoff. And it's 6-0.
Good call to address 8 defensemen because this Carls Verhoff unit has been doing some good work. That's Verhoff joining the rush and dropping it through the triangle to the slashing Martone. And I think Lenjak was also wondering about who might be coming down the back door, as it was Misa joining the rush. Porter Martone, who got off to a quiet start in this tournament, is heating up as we've gone along with a tidy finish inside the post. It's just good puck movement, good body movement. Nice pass. Yeah, I know. Good player.
Tell me you never said that. Please. Humor me for a minute.
Maybe.
O'Reilly chips it out for Baudouin. Cole Baudouin drives in. Could get that shot away. Desnoyers. Back for McKenzie. Feeds it down to Brunick. Canada's got 3 draft-eligible players on the roster. McKenna, Verhoff, and Carls. Decent chance that all 3 of them go in the top 5 of the draft. Sverchak centers it. That's knocked away. Sverchak. If I was a betting man, and I am.
Yes, you and I both.
McKenna 1, Verhoff 2, Stenberg 3, Carls 4. Desnoyers centers it. That just missed. In comes Parak. Parak sends it back in there. O'Reilly turned away. The rebound to Baudouin scores. Touchdown, Canada.
No more going down the bench. Just going for a change now. Parekh with the vision. You give him a little time and space. Right onto the tape. Sam O'Reilly. That's a really good save by Lenyak, but nothing he can do about the rebound. People start trying to jump in front of Parekh to block the shot, so he elects to slide to the back door. Smart decision. And Baudouin and this line are hot. Building off last game where they had 3. And they're getting more done tonight.
Baudouin's got his 30 at 2 against the Finns. Those were his first 2 goals in the World Juniors, a returnee from last year. That long shot is gloved by Ivan Koven. 9:13 to go in the second. And Canada is rolling here against Slovakia. St. Paul saw Sweden defeat Latvia. They came back here to Minneapolis to see Czechia and Switzerland. Went back to St. Paul for the first 2 periods of the USA game, and now they're back here tonight to watch Canada and Slovakia. 5 elimination games in one day.
Well done.
And from what I can tell,
Chase is full is what I can tell.
Chase has had more nachos and cheese than one 13-year-old should be allowed to have in a month.
He will sleep well or terribly tonight.
I was going to say, probably terribly. Coots was almost off to the races there. That's pretty cool. The rinks are about 20 minutes apart. Scouts have been going back and forth. Emmets goes back for it. Renko had that knocked away, and here's Coots. Lock on with Cameron Reed driving the middle. At the line, knocked down by Parekh. Sweeps it back in deep. Renko. Rink wide for Samuel Murren, who plays for Tri-City in the United States Hockey League. Page works in for Luchenko. That pass across for Martin missed. Shots are 30-9 in favor of Canada. And remember, this Slovak team had 3 losses in the preliminary round, all by 1 goal. They were tight against the Swedes, tight against the United States, and against the Swiss. They were 2-2 with the Swedes in the third. They led the United States 2-1. And Canada has just thrown into another gear here tonight. Brought in that shot by Fabush, kicked away by Ivan Koven. Radavojevic plays it back down for the Slovaks. Now McKenna back with it. Brought in by Hage. Hage winds in, trying to slide that back in front. It's picked back up by Dubrovic. Dubrovic plays that back across. Dubrovic, another one of the 8 Slovaks who plays in Slovakia. They actually tried to have a national junior team full-time. It was called Team Orange, sponsored by a mobile phone company. They played games against teams in the Slovak Extra League, but they got pounded most nights. So they went to an under-18 program, kind of like the U.S. National Team Development Program, but they couldn't make that work. In comes again on the breakaway. Again, it works in, and again he's turned away in tight by Lenyak. And Tomek takes a couple of swats there behind the net. Now you gotta be careful here.
Misha didn't do anything. I think they're going to take both. I think he was trying to not get the extra one. Another breakaway for Teach. He is mastering the leak out. This time he doesn't go with a flick glove side, tries to fake it and slide it 5-hole, but not able to find it. There's Corey and Chase. Go, 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 go. Find a way. The smile. Ginla, he's got 1. He could have 4 goals in this game easily.
Team Slovakia, number 24, 2 minutes roughing.
That's a sensible decision. Tomko went in there as the aggressor, was all over Misa. Misa kept his hands down, took a couple shots to the head and said, "You gonna call this?" And the referees did. Well, a power play for Canada.
8 for 15 on the man advantage.
Misa, at this point, he just stops.
So again, you got to be careful in a game like this. You don't get suckered into something.
You hit a guy too hard, you get a suspension or something for next game.
You get angry, and
it's not going to hurt a Slovakian right now, but it certainly could hurt a Canadian. I'm sure Dale Hunter will tell him that. Nothing after the whistle.
Correct. Feeds it across to McKenna. McKenna, that pass just missed Martin on the back door. And Parekh back with it.
Martian just lie down, and it's be like a full bumper.
McKenna up ahead to Hage. Drops that back to Reshny. Reshny looks back for Parekh. Dane Parekh looking back for McKenna. That pass misfired, but now McKenna gathers it back up. Parekh. Hage. Slaps that down to Martin. Martin looks back to Parekh. His eyes on McKenna. That pass goes off a stick and bounces to the sideboards. In comes Hage. Back to Parekh. Hage centers. Reshny shoots. And Lenyak knocked that away. The clearing attempt goes off Hage and back down the ice.
I mean, what more can you ask for? 15 feet uncontested by Reshny. Good movement, perfect shot, good save.
And away comes Misa with a head of steam. And across the line for Iginla. Drops it back in the high slot for Martone with a shot that goes off a skate and wide. Babush back with it. Now Martone tied up at center ice. Now the captain flips it back across, but no one there for Canada. Belushko. That pass blocked by Parekh. Now got it up by Martone. Canada works in with numbers. Martone takes the return pass. Going to drop that back to Iginla. And it's chopped at by Hoban. And back down to the Canadian line. Iginla leads for Martone. Drops for Misa. Back for Martone. And Martone tried a little flip over the goal. That didn't quite work. Iginla banks it back to Misa. For McKenzie. To Misa. Falcon steps back on. One shot on the power play. Iginla fires. It goes off the stick of Dubravik. And play is called. 4:39. The men's and women's world championship and the world junior. Over the last 3 years, Canada and the United States have won 14 of those 15 competitions. The only one who didn't, the Czechs, won the world championship in 2024 on home ice in Prague. Canada and the U.S. have won the last 6 world juniors between them. And of course, you missed it earlier. The United States knocked out in dramatic fashion by the Finns in overtime on home ice in St. Paul. So the two-time defending champions are out. As McKenzie goes back. You think McKenzie trying to dig it around. Baudouin looks for O'Reilly. And O'Reilly looks rink wide for Desnoyers. He's tied up and now gathered back up by Brunik. Or McKenzie up to O'Reilly. Sam O'Reilly plays it back in. Picked up by Baudouin towards the goal mouth. That's knocked down by Tomka. Across the line is Radivojevic. That was close to offside. Verhoff steps into Hoban. And Verhoff back with it. Verhoff, 6'4" right shot defenseman. And a long shot there by Kalman, knocked away by Evan Kovic, who, by the way, scores a lot of goals. Verhoff. Their chance, that's shot by Champos, is turned away by Evan Kovic. Brunik is knocked down hard by Tomek. And now Hoban walks and he shoots, scores! Jan Hoban gets the Slovaks on the board with 3:10 to go in the second, and Brunik is not happy.
Checking his teeth. So there's a big collision in the corner. And Tomek get his glove up into the face. Well, maybe a little bit of the stick, but a lot of stuff flying around there. Could have been a high stick, no doubt. Brunik is slow to get up, can't quite get back to the shooting lane with all that traffic. So Hovan, head up, good release through the bodies. Right underneath Verhoff, Ivan Kovic doesn't even see it. And Slovakia celebrates getting on the board.
Jan Hovan, an LA Kings 6th-round pick in his first year with Sudbury of the OHL. Luchenko moves in. Jet Luchenko drops it back to Coots. That shot rolls wide. Aitchison back at center ice to gather up the rolling puck. Danford wires it around. Reshny waiting for it. In for Luchenko. He's got time to behind the goal. Luchenko back to Reshny for Aitchison. To Danford. Coots back on it. Wrap around trying. He couldn't quite find Reshny with that. And now Coots trying to take it free. Coots back with it. Drops it back to Danford. That shot was blocked. And Coots feeds it back to Danford. Cross to Aitchison. Danford to Aitchison. That wrist shot knocked away by Ledyak. Gage back on it. Between the legs pass for Coots. That pass goes off the stick into the corner as Luchenko's back after it. Now the side of the goal. Martin drops it back. Aitchison, a bullet shot. And that save by Ledyak might have saved Michael Hage, who was lying behind him in the crease.
Give him a little tap on the pad saying, hey, both, thank you very much. Hage tried to jump out from behind the net, got knocked over, and was lying right on the side of the post. And it goes out to Aitchison. Oh, that's a dangerous spot. He was way too much into the net. Oh, man. Knew enough to tuck and get small. And Ledyak makes an awkward save, but a good one nonetheless. Lenyak's been spectacular since he's come in the game. Yeah.
Mishiak plays it back out. Moved in by Fabush. Fabush, that long shot. Just knocked down in front by Reed and played back down to the Slovak zone. And icing called against Canada. Tomorrow a day off in the tournament. Then the semifinals will take place on Sunday. The bronze and gold medal games on Monday.
That's a big collision that upended Brunik. For Hovan puts in the back of the net. Brunik, you see him grabbing his mouth after the goal. He goes right off. The high stick does get across sort of incidentally as he's getting hit, but that should have been a high stick, and Brunik heads right down the tunnel. And you mentioned the day off. Will he stay there? No, he will not. Going right back out here to end the period.
By the way, earlier today, Germany held off Denmark. A close game in the third period before they finally pulled away. So the Germans will be back next year. Denmark is relegated his first year back up. Took them 5 years the last time after getting relegated in 2019. Norway will be promoted next year after winning Division 1A. There was a time when two teams were relegated that the Slovaks were the escape artists. As Hovan moves in and shoots, and Ivan Kovac got bowled over there by Hrenko.
The goalie, Hrenko.
It's actually Pietka.
Pietka just, his back's right over him. Is he pushed by anybody? Nope. That's got to be goalie interference if the referees sort of see that again. And sometimes you're going to look for a screen and you're just trying to drift away from the puck. You lose sight of where the crease is. I don't know if that's on purpose or he's just trying to keep getting deeper and away from the puck.
And now after
it's still going on here.
Separated. Perek got into it.
Got to be smart here. It's not about being tough. It's not about showing that you're willing to throw down whatever. No need to take any extra undisciplined penalties. Perek goes in. Looks like Tomka's going in. But Pietka will escape for no goal interference.
Canada 19, Slovakia 24. Both have 2 minutes for unsportsmanlike.
And he fell right on top of the, like, whether it's accidental or not, you have to get a penalty on Pietka to start. And we saw Slovakia pick up a penalty for those same two paws into Michael Misa and be the only team, the only guy. It looks like this one will probably stay at 5-on-5 though. I'm sure that will be the message, one of those talking points in between the second and third. Good habits, good work, good discipline. Be smart if you're Canada. Just don't get sucked into this kind of thing. Slovakia's tournament's over. They are going to go home They get suspended, whatever. They can serve the first game next year. It's a little bit different than if something happens to a Canadian player facing a semifinal matchup with Czechia.
There was a famous incident where a team out of competition for the gold medal suckered Canada into some penalties in Piešťany, Slovakia.
Punch-up back then.
In 1987. In fact, a prominent member of that team, Brendan Shanahan, is here tonight. His capacity with the National Hockey League. And
Carlos just put that one over the glass. You can just, again, we talked about being human nature. You can feel moments where it's just drifting a little bit for Canada, maybe a little bit of the focus, some of the carelessness that can come into play with players this talented.
Canada number 5, 2 minutes for delay game.
so Carl's from Cypress River, Manitoba, a community of about 500 people down near Brandon, goes off. No, doesn't hit the stick.
Very close. Tough to tell.
First power play for the Slovaks. Just the 10th time Canada's been shorthanded in 5 games. Remember last year, shorthanded 27 times in 5 games.
Power play, the penalty kill. Maybe like the special teams have been the single greatest difference between this year and last.
Nemitz tries to chip that ahead. Slovaks, by the way, 5 for 17 in the power play so far in the tournament. And skipped away from Renko and back out. Renko was tied for the tournament point lead and the goal lead. Will they put it around?
Not anymore.
As time winds down here in the second period. Brought ahead by Radivojevic. He got crunched there by Danford. Played back across, and the shot by Radivojevic is blocked as time expires. There'll be a minute 1 of power play time to carry over into the third period. Canada's got a 7-1 lead after 40 minutes on quarterfinal Friday at the World Junior Hockey Championship.
All right, here's what happened in the dying seconds of that period. There's a knee from Andreas Straka on Cole Reshny that the Canadian players didn't like. Second look here, Frankie, is this bad?
Game, like finish your head, no problem, but make it go right through the body. So I can understand why Canada's upset with that play.
So as we were going to break at the whistle, O'Reilly, love tap on the ankle there of Straka. He's not happy, and they get into it.
That's all fine and dandy. Just don't take this into the third period. You let them know that there's going to be no more funny stuff going on, but don't engage and don't initiate come third period because
Folks goes, I'm out. What? Yeah, I'm out.
He was running on tilt already. He was already in the box with Parekh, came out and got into the altercation as through the period expired. And they said, enough of you. You are done for the night.
Last year, Canada scored 13 goals in its 5 games of the World Junior. This year, 32 and counting. Time winding down in the Canadian penalty, the Carson Carls, a delay of game penalty, as Renko brings it in. He missed it earlier. Finland beats the United States in overtime, so the U.S. is out. The 2-time defending champions are out in the quarters. If this score holds, Canada will play in the second semifinal against the Czechs. The first will be the Swedes and the Finns. That's 2 tasty matchups. Also earlier today, Germany defeated Denmark in the single-game relegation playoffs, so Germany stays up, and Denmark is relegated in its first year up in the top divisions in 2019. Tomek drops that back, and a shot by Pitka is turned away. And by the way, when Slovakia announced this week that the Slovaks, or rather the Finns and the Latvians rather, in 2030 are bidding for the World Championship again, the year after the Slovaks are hosting it. They'll host in Bratislava and Košice. Luchenko back around for Kuntz. He finds Reshny. Looks back, and that shot hammered wide by Luchenko, who looks high. Now batted down the line, but the play is called.
There's a lot of guys on the ice for Slovakia right now. That's going to be too many.
At least one too many.
Oh boy, Jet Luchenko has had so many looks with his speed. All kinds of chances around the net.
Team Slovakia, too many men on ice.
Slovakia gets tangled up in their post-power play change. Get the 6 guys out there. You see one guy come off in the heap and a couple guys hop out, and that is that's easy to see. And they're well out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 rows of 3.
Well, you're down 7-1. You got to do everything you can.
You can try. And so the power play for Canada goes back to work. 1 for 3. Below their tournament average.
8 for 16 now. Down to 50% of the power play.
Struggling.
Rashny wins the face-off. Back to McKenna. McKenna. His second World Junior lobs that towards the goal. It goes wide. A record breaker at the under-18s for the Canadians. Gavin McKenna on the other side as Hage works in. Hage. Back down to Martin. To Perek. Perek to Hage. Back to Perek. That quick shot was off the leg of Champos at the line. Held by Hage. And off the leg of Pobajal and back down the ice.
This Canada group is looking for Brady Martin a lot on the back door.
And Perek winds in. Perek across to Reshny. That was McKenna for Martin, and the shot goes up and out. Gavin McKenna is really something. Very proud of his northern roots. He's from Whitehorse, Yukon. Proud of his indigenous heritage, and a remarkable young man in the tradition of Connor Bedard and Macklin Celebrini and Matthew Schaefer, to endure the scrutiny of being the presumptive #1 pick in the draft with grace and humility has been really something. He's answered questions every single day. His game's being picked apart this year in his draft year, as is often the case. Perek shoots, and that's knocked down. But to see a teenager have to deal with that scrutiny every day is really something. And doesn't seem to faze him one bit.
A young teenager. Just turned 18.
Yeah. During the camp. Misa back to Perek. Tees it up. That's knocked down by Landyak. He's been quite good for the Slovaks in goal.
And the easy thing to do for Gavin McKenna. Go.
Steal there by Kaczynski. That's gloved down by Ivankovic.
Would have been a stay in Metas had scored 200 points. Right? Like, he was going to be #1 overall. He could have scored a bajillion points, but he took the harder route, made the tough decision. And you see what he did last year versus this year. And
got an assist tonight.
Right up there. I think Perek has 2 points in this game. Tough to keep track of them all, but might be just behind the tournament lead. But he made the decision not about draft status or points or individual success, but future professional career preparation.
And that tip down to Ivankovic. It's just the way he carries himself. And it, I mean, and we've seen it 3 years in a row where there's been a Canadian player who's been the heavy favorite to go first overall, and all the scrutiny that goes with it. And
it would be exhausting, let alone mentally taxing.
And there's people that never see you, have never seen you play in person, have never met you, passing judgment on you.
All he can do is take care of himself in his game.
Yeah.
Doing a pretty good job of it in this tournament.
He knows Connor Bedard and Macklin Celebrini pretty well as well. 2 shots on that power play as O'Reilly goes after it. Out of the corner, worked back in. And that shot by Tomic goes up and out of play.
Harrison Brunik He took that high stick in the face, went down the tunnel. He was checking his teeth, but looks like he's no worse for wear. Give us a smile, see if anything's missing up there. What I don't see is a mouth guard, which is not smart when your teeth are exposed.
Franco wins that face-off back to Radivojevic. And Radivojevic pivots back. The shot goes off the leg of Luchenko.
Oh, that's
He's almost
true.
there.
He's gone.
Coots fell. Verhoff with it. Drops it down to Luchenko. Brought back in by Murray. Knocked down by Svirchek. Way back around as Verhoff is back to pick it up. Up ahead to Coots. And through the middle, Zilichenko needs a change. We talked earlier about the fact that Canada and the U.S. have dominated so much in IHF competitions. Single elimination tournaments are hard to judge. It's hard to evaluate teams in a one-game series. When you think about the Olympics, could one of those teams like Czechia, Sweden, Finland beat Canada or the U.S.? Sure they could.
Sure.
In a best of 7?
Almost certainly not.
As McKenna winds in, and when you look at the level of players right now, because that's offside at the line, think about the level of who's the best player in the NHL right now. Well, it's probably either Connor McDavid, Nathan McKinnon, or Cale Makar, right?
Yeah.
Who's the best young player in the NHL? Well, it's probably Connor Bedard, Declan Celebrini, or Matthew Schaefer.
Yep. Who's the best goalie? Who's the best goalie?
Okay.
that's the one.
But Leo Carlson would be in that conversation
Yes,
as well.
for sure.
But the point is, I mean, in terms of producing players and dominant players, this has been a remarkable time for Canadian hockey.
There's still 6 guys in the NHL right now that could be playing in this tournament for Canada. Can you imagine if a Schaefer, a Celebrini, Burke Catton's out there, Beckett Seneca, these tremendous NHL players could play on this team. I mean, so it's not.
And this is what the Europeans fear. The European fear is that Canada and the U.S. are pulling so far ahead in terms of facilities, funding, coaching. The Swedes were training in London in the Knights Arena and saying that their Swedish hockey league teams don't have facilities like the London Knights have. Misa works it back in for Martone. That pass skipped away. Stolen by Iginla, but they're going to call a penalty here on Martone for a slash. And the Slovaks.
What Canada wants to do in the third period, grind the clock and play 5-on-5. And Porter Martone gets a little slash in the hands right there, turning it over in a dangerous spot. Well, if the first one might be the second one in the hand that knocked the stick out of Chapeau's hands.
Canada number 22, minor penalty for slashing.
When you were playing, that was not a penalty for the most part.
No, those can openers were not called like that. Anything in the hands that is so obvious that now.
It's been a game changer, one of the many game changers in the league, to allow skilled players to do their thing. Golier plays that down. Interference. Holding.
Hooking.
Oh. Ishak works it and shoots. That goes high.
Group of professional water skiers when I was playing.
There was a Colorado San Jose playoff game that I called on the NHL Network the other day, and I was lauding a San Jose defenseman for his great defensive play on Peter Forsberg. It was wrestling.
What was it? Mike Rathje? Ragnarsson?
Scott Hannon.
Scott Hannon. He was good at it too.
Sorry, Scott. But
listen, playing within the rules.
And it was just incredible. I mean, there were like 9 penalties in one sequence. As Luchenko brings it out. And it plays offside at the Slovak line in the 2004 Stanley Cup final. I want to get this right. The 2004 playoffs, rather. I believe there were 89 playoff games that year. The team that scored first won 73 of them. In the 7-game series between Tampa and Calgary, the 7-game Stanley Cup final, not only did the team that scored first win every game, there were no lead changes the entire final in 7 games. Like, you got the lead, it was just
Call it a game.
rodeo.
Middle of the second period, you have the lead. Game's over. Just much different, and it's much better now. That's not the case.
And the idea of officials managing games and call penalties. If it's a penalty in the first minute of the first, it's a penalty in the last minute of the last.
Still a little bit of that going on in the
There can be,
in
yeah.
the game of hockey,
But
it's
less of
not nearly as much.
it. In a lot of ways, the IHF kind of led the way on that in terms of a very strict obstruction standard. I'll say this, you don't always agree with the calls here. For the most part, you know what a penalty is. Some of the contact penalties are still problematic. And certainly, the hit from behind the other night in the Canada-Finland game that was missed. Renko lays that back. Spurchek plays that back, and the shot hammered wide by Renko. Renko. Spurchek works it back to Renko. That shot deflected wide. No shots for the Slovaks in that power play. So looking more and more like Sweden, Finland, Canada, Czechia in the semis on Sunday. There's a shot by O'Reilly, the stop made by Lenjak.
Invest with Fidelity, and reaching your goals may just take less time than you think.
And you start to think about Canada, Czechia, the gold medal game in Halifax, won by Canada in overtime, then the 2 quarterfinal losses the last 2 years, another medal round meeting this year.
Given recent history, this is really becoming a rivalry.
And Sweden, Finland speak for itself. They have a long-running and historic feud. The Finns won the first world championship they ever won was in 1995 in Stockholm, coached by a Swede, Kurt Lindström. And I've said before, there may still be Finns wandering the streets of Stockholm today celebrating that win. Finns won a gold medal in Malmo, Sweden, the World Junior in 2014 in overtime. Rasmus Ristolainen scored the winner there. Of course, the Olympics in 06.
It's all in the backdrop of Sweden not having won this tournament in a long time.
Yeah, not since 2012.
Once in 40 years.
Once in 44 years, which is inconceivable. As Martone blocked that shot, moving in with Misa and Iginla. Porter Martone walks right across, and a pass for Misa tapped wide. Misa back for Martone. And Martone trying to flip that to McKenzie. Now brought back by Murin. And the Finns historically punch above their weight and just did it earlier today.
They find a way to win the big games, the games they sort of have to win to get a bronze, to get to the semis.
The word is sisu. It means, doesn't translate directly, it means guts or group determination. They've got it in spades. Martin plays it back around to Parak. Martin drops it back to McKenna. Looking for Martin. That's chipped away by Lenjak. McKenna. Parak shoots, and that little flipping wrister goes wide. And that pass from Aitchison was picked off by Tomek. Plays for Vancouver in the Western League. CHL expanded to 3 imports this year from 2 as McKenna moves in. Played across to Aitchison. That shot was blocked in front by Fabush. 16 Czechs playing the CHL. 8 of the Slovaks play for Canadian Hockey League teams. Oh yeah, that shot knocked out by Evan Kovic. And he'll hang on to that. 8:47 to go here in the third. You're watching the 50th World Junior Championship. Canada, fireball.
His performance.
Slovakia has turned out some goal scorers over the years. There are 7 Slovaks in the NHL this year, no goalies. Here's Slavkovsky, Simon Nimitz are young stars. So many great Slovaks over the years. The late Pavel Dimitra was terrific. Marian Hossa.
Chara going on the
Hall of Fame this year.
I think the first one I always think of is Peter Bondra.
Yeah, great goal scorer.
Yeah.
And pass for Coots. Swings it back across, and Karls unloads on that. Knocked away by Lenjak. Coots. In for Baudouin. Shoots at the pipe. Jolier plays it back in.
What a difference a year makes for Cole Baudouin.
Oh. Didn't score last year, had 1 assist in 5 games. And he has been really one of the most important players for Canada in every respect. Offensively, defensively, you name it.
He's played himself into a go-to guy, and the offense now is coming. And you see how he gets his offense. He's an incredibly strong athlete. Wins puck battles, wins front of the net. Pretty good release and tight to his feet here.
And you got to think that his line with O'Reilly and Desnoyers will get the call against the Sikora line for the Czechs in a potential semifinal matchup.
Canada being the higher seed will have the last change.
Right. There's that crazy game on Boxing Day, 3-3 in the opening moments of the first period.
And we haven't seen any of that out of Canada until this game, the first 15 minutes until the score got out of hand. They wanted Baudouin against the Horenko line. We just talked about how good his tournament has been. And Dale Hunter is reserving it for elimination games.
Now Desnoyers turns it over to Nimitz. Desnoyers back with it. Out with O'Reilly and Baudouin. Desnoyers for O'Reilly. And the high slot for Baudouin puts that back in the corner. O'Reilly centers it, knocked away from Baudouin. Adam Kalman back to pick it up. Slovaks on the verge of losing a 10th straight quarterfinal game.
It's tough in these age-out tournaments for Slovakia. They just don't have quite maybe the depth of talent as the Big Four, now Big Five, with Czechia re-emerging into an upper echelon team.
They were bronze medalists at the Olympics in 2022. They've had some decent results at the World Championship. And their coach, Peter Fruhoff, in his first year, exhorting them on. He's been quite a coach to watch in this tournament. Their first game against Sweden took a puck in the head on the bench and refused medical attention.
He waved it off, said,
like,
that's enough taking care of me.
Yeah.
I got some coaching to do.
Yeah, I got to talk about guys here.
Meanwhile, he's got a streak down his forehead.
Artone missed on that. Now back to Brunick. And Straka chips it back down as Misa goes after it. Artone banks that back around. Oban chips it back across for Straka. Radavojevic plays that back around. As Haid comes in on the forecheck. Oban. Up ahead to Pitka. And correct poke to that. And they're going to get Perek, I think, for a high stick.
A poke that touches the puck, is that not like a shot?
5:28 to go here in the third period, and 2026 is off to a pretty good start for Canada at the World Junior Championship.
I'm gonna have to go back to the bench and repair it as Zane Perek. He's gonna, I think, pick up a double minor. Now, the argument was that's a pass. He's playing the puck, and if it's a follow through on a pass or shot, high sticks don't apply. But I guess what they would say, it's not the follow through on the attempt, it's you backing up that brings your stick up into his face.
Right.
So they reviewed it, they looked at it on the...
Canada 19 has a double minor penalty for high sticking.
They looked at it on the screen and determined that that was not a shot or pass.
The IHF rulebook has essentially merged with the NHL rulebook for the most part. There's obviously some differences, but the follow through on a pass or a shot or a face-off has now become the same interpretation in both. Radivojevic back to Sturchak. A long power play here for the Slovaks in the third period. Nemitz feeds that down to Sturchak, and on point shot stopped by Avikovic. Puck still loose. Avikovic down, and the puck squirts out of that pile into the corner.
What a block by Beaudoin.
And Renko shoots.
Flying out of Renko.
Fired down the ice by Danford.
That was 4 Canadians in the crease, on their knees, and somehow Beaudoin knew where the puck was, got out for the block.
Goal here. Moves that to Mishak. And Brunik to the point, knocked down by Pozbal. Dobijal up ahead for Pitka. Goal here. Mishak plays that back down. That's knocked away. Now Mishak trying to find the stick of Pitka on the back door. That pass knocked away. And it's sent down the ice by Brunik. 4 to go here in the third period. Canada blew the game open with 5 goals in the first period. 14 Canadian players had points. No one had more than 1. Maybe the best example of scoring depth we've seen in a long time. That shot taken by Pobajal goes wide.
Took a bite out of Danford's arm.
That's the last thing you want to see now.
That's
Danford is laboring back to the bench.
Sorry, boys. Now you have to eat pucks for 4 minutes because I got a high sticking penalty late.
And Danford in some distress on the Canadian bench.
Day off tomorrow. Lots of ice. Be okay.
Radivojevic plays that back. Now Aitchison flutters that back down the ice. Minute and a half to go on the second minor penalty. Canada comes in 16-0-1 all time against the Slovaks. Looking to run his winning streak to 16 straight against them. Slovaks have never been relegated in this tournament.
Ask for Wegovy by name. Visit wegovy.ca for savings.
Anytime you took a late penalty like this, you always felt bad for the penalty killers because they have to go out there and sacrifice. He takes that one up in the shoulder area. So the triceps, not a lot of padding up there. And then once you hurt, of course, what happens?
You get hit again.
Puck magnet right into the knee. Carter George just kind of smiling. Well done. Had to hang in there. And you hate putting that kind of pressure on your PK late in a game that's out of hand.
Right. Slovaks got promoted after the split between Czechia and the Slovaks, the Velvet Divorce. The Slovaks started in Division C in most IHF competitions. They won promotion to Boston in 1996. They've been in the top division ever since. They've had some really close calls over the years. They were escape artists in some of the relegation rounds. Two-time bronze medalist in this tournament. Goal here, shoots from a sharp angle. Avikovic to stop. And he'll corral the rebound.
So Ivan Kovic was put in a bit of a tough situation. He'd only played one game in the round robin.
Right.
Won it in overtime against Latvia. Coming into a must-win elimination game. Canada doesn't really know what Slovakia is all about. They're in the other group. They don't really see them. And you got to be good. You might be a tight game, and it was for 15 minutes. And I think at this point, Ivan Kovic will be the guy who gets the nod on Sunday from Dale Hunter. I'm sure he won't tell us, but no reason to go away from Ivan Kovic now.
Did the same thing in 2020 when he coached Team Canada, the World Junior, in the tournament in Ostrava. Nico Dawes began the tournament as Canada's #1, and Canada lost 6-0 to Russia in the preliminary round. And Hunter turned to Joel Hofer and rode him to a gold medal win.
That was the conversation that this was as deep and as good as Canada's been in net for quite some time. We haven't even talked about Joshua Ravensbergen, who was a first-round pick to San Jose.
Yeah, one of the top goalies in the Western Hockey League, one of the best save percentages in all of junior hockey. Radivojevic plays that back, walking right in. That shot fired wide by Fabouche. 13 of the 14 Canadian forwards are first-round picks. The one who isn't will be Gavin McKenna. As time winds down here in the third period, and Canada, after back-to-back losses in the quarterfinals, comes out and puts an imprint on this game early and often.
That's what you wanted, though, a no-doubter. Comfortable down the stretch. And so the decision desk has made the ruling.
Okay.
We're going to give Canada this one.
Yeah, Sweden and Finland will play in the early semifinal on Sunday. Canada and Czechia will play in the later game. And then the turnaround to Monday, the bronze and gold medal games.
That's a good lineup.
That's going to be a good day of hockey. Martone plays it back across to Misa. He's attacked to Verhoff. Iginla digging forward and reaching out as Lenyak to take that away from T.J. Iginla.
A little extra shove from Malushko that Iginla did not enjoy. Well, T.J. Iginla, he's got one. Could be a lot more than that. Remember the one that Michael Misa took off his stick on an empty netter that was going in? Plus 2 breakaways, plus this one. A great save by Len Nash, who has been battling right down the stretch. Oh, that's good work. There again, you tell yourself, don't waste them in this game. Save them for next one.
.30 seconds to go in the third period. Verhoff flips it back out. The first year of the program of excellence was 1982. Canada had never got out of the medals 3 straight times in that time, and they won't now. As Canada's on to the semifinals. So the 2 straight quarterfinal losses have been avenged. And now it's on to face Czechia, who has been their nemesis the last couple of years in what should be a classic semifinal matchup.
They wanted redemption on Boxing Day. The next game will give them redemption for the last 2 years as they go up against Czechia again. Well, this team just feels different. The way that they can score goals up and down their lineup. Their special teams have been special. Power play hovering right at around 50%. Penalty kill giving up very little.
Should just point out that Canada had never lost in the quarterfinals 3 years in a row. Canada could still finish out of the medals at the World Junior. Possible, but the quarterfinal losing streak is over.
Slovakia stays up once again. Played some tight games. They won't love how this one went.
And they can bring 18 back next year.
they will take their chances with 80% of their roster returning.
Ladies and gentlemen, the best players of each team will now be awarded with a Faribault Mill blanket featuring the Land of 10,000 Rinks mural, specially commissioned for the 2026 IIHF World Junior Championship. Designed by Minnesota-based Indigenous artist Shauna Boulay Grappentine as part of the Assist 26 Community Initiative, the artwork honors the Indigenous lands, cultural teachings, and deep hockey roots that define Minnesota. Presenting the awards, Jeremy Reed, Executive Director of Minnesota Hockey, and Shauna Boulay Grappentine, mural artist of the Land of 10,000 Rinks. The best player of Team Slovakia, number 25, Ondrej Fabush. The best player of Team Canada, number 7, Michael Misa.
Nice for Michael Misa. And his parents, Sandra and Frank. And his game is getting better and better. And he's one of the best players on the team. You want to see him be able to elevate as the games get tougher.
And now, fans, the three best players of Team Slovakia throughout the 2026 IIHF World Junior Championship will be awarded a watch from Tissot, the official timekeeper of the International Ice Hockey Federation. The three best player awards are selected by each team and will now be presented by Roman Sikora, General Manager of Team Slovakia. The three best players of Team Slovakia are number 1, Michal Prado.
Tough end to his tournament in this game.
Yeah, I got pulled in the first period in the Canadian onslaught.
Tomas Horenko.
Belushko and Horenko, of course, who I think is still tied for the tournament leading goals with 5.
A lot of these faces will be back next year in Edmonton and Red Deer.
And now we ask that you please rise, if you are able, for the National Anthem of Canada.
So after all the tension, anxiety, and ultimate heartbreak of the last 2 years, Canada exercises its quarterfinal curse in convincing fashion, a stress-free 7-1 win, and now perhaps fittingly, Czechia awaits.
неизменным дивным кругом светит и молчит. Бледный луг цветущий, мрак ночной по нем ползущий, отдыхает, спит. Жутко выйти на дорогу, непонятная тревога под луной царит. Хоть и знаешь, утром рано солнце выйдет из тумана, поле озарит. И тогда пройдешь тропинкой, где под каждой пылинкой жизнь кипит. И тогда пройдешь тропинкой, где под каждой пылинкой жизнь кипит. Над лугом, неизменным дивным кругом светит и молчит. Бледный луг цветущий, мрак ночной по нем ползущий, отдыхает, спит. Жутко выйти на дорогу, непонятная тревога под луной царит. Хоть и знаешь, утром рано солнце выйдет из тумана, поле озарит. И тогда пройдешь тропинкой, где под каждой пылинкой жизнь кипит. И тогда пройдешь тропинкой, где под каждой пылинкой жизнь кипит. Утром рано солнце выйдет из тумана, поле озарит. И тогда пройдешь тропинкой, где под каждой пылинкой жизнь кипит. Пусть светит месяц, ночь темна, пусть жизнь приносит людям счастье. В моей душе любви весна, не сменит бурнование Настя. Ночь распростерлась надо мной и отвечает мертвым взглядом на тусклый взор души больной, облитой острым сладким ядом, облитой острым сладким ядом. И тщетно страсти затая в холодной мгле передрассветной. Среди толпы блуждаю я с одной лишь думаю заветной. Пусть светит месяц, ночь темна, пусть жизнь приносит людям счастье. В моей душе любви весна, не сменит бурнование Настя. месяц, ночь темна. Пусть жизнь приносит людям счастье. В моей душе любви весна не сменит бурного ненастья.